Yo, you know what, man? I'm slipping in and pimping. Let's go back to the top. We got to get the theme music together, baby.
Wow. What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though? What a grand entrance that was.
I know, man. I had to run it back, baby. I had to run that thing back.
And it is a nice little theme song, man. I mean, it put me in a good mood. I ain't gonna lie. I might just want to hear it one more time.
Oh shit! I wasn't prepared. I was ready to go on to the next.
Oh,
but
no. I just.
I was look.
We back with another episode of Mask Off, man. Here's your guy, Mask Off, Malachi. What up, though?
You fucking with me, you know.
Hey, if you had it queued, we would have been good. Episode 163, dating game. You know what I'm saying? Do. Don't play with the heart, man. Dating game. Yeah, we're gonna be talking some stuff, man. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna rock out, man. But first and foremost, you already know what it is. How was your week, OG? Introduce yourself. Tell the people what's good.
First of all, if anybody don't know me, I'm Big Tone, and this is Mask Off. You know, like he said, this is 163. This is our 163 episode. And you are absolutely right. We talking about the dating game. And who am I? I am Big Tone, and normally it's the young boy and Big Tone. This time it's Big Tone and the young boy. Benzo, I'm going first. My week being so it's Wednesday. It's only one half of the week, I guess. But my week so far has been excellent. Everything's been on the up. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain, you know, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to put that out there, you know. Everything looks dynamite on my end, man. So how was your week, young boy?
And my week is going good, man. I've been going through the fire. And I've been embracing it. I'm becoming a new person, shedding off some old things, deepening in my relationship with God. And man, I'm embracing it, man. I can see myself elevating, and I'm very excited. And it's a difference now because I know where it's coming from. But yeah, good week, man. Making it happen, Captain. We up and at it, grooving and moving, shaking and baking, calculating. Don't be playing hating.
You know, it's been a lot going on in social media. It's been a lot going on in the world. You know, we kind of touched on Jada Pickett Smith and Will last week, and it just seems as though that situation is getting completely out of hand. I didn't know she had a book coming out, bro. And because she got a book that's coming out, she doing a lot of talking. A lot of talking and a lot of speculating from people. And this week has been a lot of memes with her, including, you know what I mean? Memes with her and Tupac, memes with Will getting shot like Ricky in Minister Society. There's been a lot of funny stuff transpiring, you know, with the Smiths, you know.
Yeah, that Tupac one, man. The internet crazy for that one. Not in the I don't even want to repeat what they did. Like, it's funny but not funny.
It's not funny. I mean, and partially it's like, you know, I get you got a soulmate. Everybody protests to have a soulmate out there, but you are a married individual, male or female. Like, imagine if the shoe was on the other foot. You know what I mean? And I kept saying, "Damn, man, if if I had one more opportunity with Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
she would be like, you talking about this bitch again? She'll be this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah be this bitch. Like, you talking about this bitch again? Like, yeah, man. I remember when she made Come Over. I was sitting on the opposite side of the studio and she was like, I'm coming over. She was talking to me and I felt that. You know, she proposed that song to me. You know what I mean? She'd be hot.
Yeah, real talk. Like, and that goes into a double standard, right? So we gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? I love how you kicked it off. I love how you kicked it off. But you already know how we got to get down before we get into
Definitely.
the group of things. You feel me?
Definitely. We gotta get it popping. We gotta go.
So
We gotta do what we gotta do, man.
we
Let's
got to
go.
do what we got to do, and that is exactly what my motivational in it is for this week. Excuse my mistakes. You got to persevere. Just like you're gonna stumble, it's a part of that. But if you don't persevere, you are guaranteed to lose. I can guarantee you, if you stop, you will lose. It's as simple as that. So you gotta push through, plug through, truck through, and get through it. These things are happening to you, so you can get through it. So you can be a different person by getting through it. You're not gonna get to where you're going unless you push through. You stop right here, it stops you. It's designed to stop you. So you have to redesign yourself to get around it. It's your motivation.
So, are you saying, or is this related to what we talking about? Because I'm like, you got to push through.
Mm-hmm.
Do you push through when someone is constantly like talking like in a negative light about you and your relationship? You got to push through that. You got to look for the bright side of that. You know what I'm saying? And let's be clear, because I'm back on this Will and Jada thing. Will hasn't publicly said anything about anything. You know what I'm saying? So everything she's saying it's like it's detrimental to everything. You know what I mean? So how do you persevere and push through when somebody keeps putting your name out there? Somebody keeps talking about you. Like, do you out them? Do you say, bitch, cut it out? What
Yeah.
do you do? What how do you do that? How do you address that in this motivational minute? I guess I'm asking questions within the motivational minute now.
For sure. I think there's certain things that you have. Part of pushing through is knowing when and what you are pushing through, right? So it's certain things that are not your fight. You feel me? You could be expending energy in areas that won't help you get to the other side. You know what I'm saying? So pushing through is knowing where to push, knowing where to go to get through your situation. Sometimes out is the best way through. You know what I'm saying? You have to know yourself. You have to know your season. You have to be honest with yourself and where you are and where your life is in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because everything has a timeline to it. You feel me? So sometimes the certain seasons are up. You feel me? And I'm not gonna say like, oh, break up or this or that or whatever it is, but once you put yourself to a position where you are doing all you can, what else can you do? You feel me? So it's like certain things. If we're relating this directly to relationships, pushing through, you have to push through as far as keeping outside folks out. So because that's not happening, it makes it very hard for you to push through because you have let all this outside noise in. So once you have somebody that is in your camp that is letting the outside noise in, how can we push through if you're not pushing with me? You feel me? So it's about knowing what you're doing. Are you getting help? Are you doing this alone? You know what I'm saying? Because you need a team around you to push through. And it's the same thing. And if it wasn't a relationship, like without your people around you, you really can't get through and get to that other side. You know what I'm saying? So you can't let the outside noise in the first place. And then that makes it much easier to push through. But know who's with you and if they're really on your team.
Wow. That was excellent. That's
Thank
excellent. You gotta know who ride for you, if they riding for you, If they're not riding for you, you gotta know if it's even worth fighting for. This is what I got from what you said. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
That's
And
exactly what I said. Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's a lot of times we just get misconstrued, man. You feel me? And we're not honest on both ends. You feel me? And you have to ask those honest questions because man, we gotta be on the same page. How can two people walk unless they go in the same direction?
So I'm glad you said that, right? So part of the things that we gotta understand, we living in a world now where, I myself, I'm not single. I can't speak for you. You know what I'm saying? Are you single, my brother?
No, I'm not.
We both not single men, so we know in life there are single individuals, right? And we know also in this world today there's a such thing as a dating game. That's why
Yeah,
we here. This is episode 163 on Mask Off, and this is what we talking about. We talking about the dating game. I know we said it at the top of the show, but I also want to put emphasis on it. And while we got this moment, I want you to like and subscribe. You know what I mean? So you can be a part of what's going on every week. And we here, we doing what we doing. And also with this particular topic, if you feel like you want to be a part of it, just put something down in the comments and we could definitely get everything together with you and you could be included in the conversation. But, before we start off and we go into the main meat and potato of the show, I just want to talk about how in relationships, and I think you kind of treaded on this a little bit, my brother. I'm gonna wait till you come back. But we kind of talked about double standards, and double standards in the dating game. And there's a certain clip that's going out, and I think it's going viral. And it talks about this young man and this young lady. They I don't know if they met on Tinder. I don't even know why I'm saying Tinder, but they met on a dating situation or whatever. And the story goes is picks her up and he's a gentleman and whatnot, and got her flowers and got her together, and he's taking her out on a date. And there's a point in the date where he's taking her out to a neutral ground, and his whole thing is, let's go somewhere and grab something to eat. Let's get to know each other. And you see, this sister, first date, she refused to get out the car because he took her to the Cheesecake Factory. Ow, the Cheesecake Factory. First of all, I want to say this: the Cheesecake Factory got good food. The chicken Alfredo, and I'm not just coming from a fat man perspective, but I do have to say their Alfredo is pretty good. The chicken Alfredo is pretty good. I think you can add shrimp, but it's been so long since I've been there. But I have to say, their food is quite delicious. So, the story goes is he goes to open the door, and she's like, uh, "I'm not getting out. Uh-uh. What you think this is? Who you think I am? You you really think I'm about to get out and be seen going here? Let me hop on social media and tell all my homies what this nuttin' did. This nut decided to take me out to the Cheesecake Factory, bro. You think I'm about to do this? So, you know, this raises the question of today, do we have a communication issue when it comes to how men court and how women receive men courting them nowadays? Are the expectations different? Are we struggling to live up to a false narrative as men, or women setting a bar for the average man that they can't even compete with? What's going on? Mally, you here?
Yeah.
I know I can't see your visual, so there you
Oh,
go.
okay, my
All
fault,
right,
my fault.
all right.
Yeah, hey, yeah, you laid it out. I was in the back for a hot second, but yeah, you laid it out, man. So in this particular instance, I saw this and I saw it to be very interesting. I feel like she personally had a double standard, a high standard that was too high, I should say. She had an unrealistic expectation. And to go a little even further with the context of what happened in this particular video, he she said certain things that you should expect when you court a woman, because that's what you do with a woman like me, is what she said. She said, protect, provide, make her feel comfortable, all these things that she had named, take her to a nice place. And he was like, well, do you know what my plan was? And he like showed her the invitation, and it was like a different place, like upscale place. She's like, yep, that's where we should have went. And he was like, okay, so you have certain expectations, which is cool. So do I. And part of his, when he actually got there, he made reservations at a certain time, which was 5 o'clock. Got to her crib at 4. She didn't get out the crib until 5. So that's why he had to make the move to hit the cheesecake in the first place. So when women are not upholding their standard, upholding their bargain, upholding their end of the bargain, you feel me? That's when the lines get blurred. Like she is, there's two things wrong here in this particular instance. She has a standard too high for a first date. You know what I'm saying? It's not your husband. Y'all not even in a relationship. Like this is the first date. It's not the 10th date. You feel me? The first date. I don't even know you. Like you feel me? And when it comes to first dates, it's really just about even getting see if we compatible enough for me to invest my money into you, my time into you, my energy into you, my spirit into you. So it's like you cannot expect something that deep, because what are you really in it for? If you want to start there where there's no substance built, what's the point?
Do you think when we come into these relationships, right? We build these relationships of different grounds.
Hmm.
And what I mean by that is, I remember back in my day of dating,
Mm-hmm.
I remember, you know, women, most women that I encounter have this thing that where you open the door for me. You know what I'm saying? You treat me like a lady. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not kissing on the first date. No, you're not even touching me on the first date. You know what I'm saying? But I'm paying for every fucking thing. You're not even coming out your purse to reach for nothing unless
Right.
it's a tic tac, unless it's some lip gloss, unless it's something to wipe off your face.
Yep.
You're not reaching for shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how it even got to that point. That
It's
it's like everything is on me. And then time progressed to where it's like, if it's going bad, no, I'll pay for it. Like, was it the Dutch thing? You know what I'm saying? I'll pay for mine, you pay for yours. To me, as a man, that's a key indication that this date or whatever is not going well. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? When did we fall in line to know these signals? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we courting, I don't even like the term courting, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
What
But
what does it make you
that's
feel?
that's what it is. That's what it is.
What does it make you feel? Courtney.
I feel like that term is like I'm chasing you. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I'm in most cases when you hear the word court, right? You know what I mean? It's a sense of chivalry. You know what I mean? I only hear it in certain instances, like with animals, like when you see the National Geographic, uh, the canary is courting the other canary. You
I've
know,
never heard that. Okay.
well, I mean, you don't watch National Geographic, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Or World, you should check it out. That old white man on there, he'd be like, yes, and the donkey is courting the lady donkey, and
You sure that's
love
the
is
word?
love is in the air.
You sure that's the word though?
Courting? Yeah, animals court each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just talking, but to me, I never really looked it up personally, but I feel like it means like with the intent to marry. I feel like with the intent to be serious and like date with an intention. So a lot of times, in the dating game, speaking of the dating game, episode 163, the dating game is sometimes played, right? And there are people that don't date with the intention of, you know, going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guilty of that as well. You feel me? So and it's all about like being honest with your intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what though?
Mhm.
Older people say, you have a right to date, so you can know what you're looking for.
Mhm.
If you young enough, or even if you like in your 40s, dating is a natural thing. It's a
Yeah.
progressive thing. It's a thing that you should do in order to find someone. And when you date someone, you find out what you like and what you don't like about people, period.
Yeah.
Mainly the opposite sex. You find out what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? If you're on a date, which you're taking someone somewhere, opposite sex or same sex or whatever that you're into, you taking them somewhere different, or you spending money on them, or you're spending some form of time than regular time. You going on a date. That's the definition of a date in my perspective. You know what I mean? You're doing something different than you would normally do, right?
Mhm.
So you're going on a date, and the idea is for you to get to know who this individual is.
Yeah.
But that's confusing in itself, because how can you get to know somebody for real, and you spending time doing a task or watching something or eating? You know what I'm saying? It's only so many superficial words you could say. You know what I'm saying? You say small talk. You show your representative. You know what I'm saying? So you gauge how this person interact with you based off the representation in which they show you, right?
Right.
Right. So you can't really get an idea of what you're dealing with, because it's all a game.
That's a great point. And yeah, and the game is being played. You feel me? And you just you just gotta watch for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know the person is the biggest, the most important thing. And that's why, to me, what up, Trees in the building, DJ Touch. But like even with what happened, you know what I'm saying? Um, there because what made it so outrageous for her to have this overreaction is because they don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? And she even mentioned that because when he got there, he asked to come up, and she said no because she didn't know him. And I'm thinking like exactly, y'all don't know each other. That's why Cheesecake Factory is more than enough for y'all to actually interact. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then actually he ended up he said he stated his case on what he wanted, what she didn't do and stuff. And so she kind of changed her tune at the end. She was like, well, I didn't think work would take me that long, and so he started like pulling out. He's like, so you're just gonna leave? He's like, yeah, like I'm gonna take you home. She's like, wait, you could feel her energy switch up. And so she at the end like, well, I mean, I guess you are right. Like I'm like, no, don't stand on business. Like, go ahead.
Do you? And I want to just put this out there. Do you think race matters in this case?
Absolutely, man.
Do you think that her perspective on what a black man should be doing would have been different, opposed to her dealing with this? I don't know what his background is. It look Arabic,
Yeah,
but do you think that she wouldn't have bowed down if it was a brother?
it would have been if it was a brother, it'd been a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't even came that way with homies. And if she did, it'd have been a whole different ball game. Like brothers probably wouldn't even have talked about it. They're like, I'm about to take you home then. Like that's enough of that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think the latter. I think that we got a lot of dudes out here simping, bro.
You
Which
think so? Like
I think
brothers
it's a
though?
I think it's a lot of dudes out here simping
No,
to
wait,
where
hold on.
to
Cause,
where
cause
they think that this behavior, they can jump off with this behavior. You know what I
no,
mean? Like I think she practiced that behavior somewhere before she took it on the road.
Okay. But you your kids, because in a particular case we talking about brothers. Our brothers
Yeah,
that
I'm talking about brothers. I'm saying there's a lot of brothers out here simping, bro.
I,
Like,
I I don't know. And maybe I don't know, but it just seems like culturally, overall, you feel me? You do have, I'm not going to say all black men are not simps, you feel me? But there's a community. But I feel like for the most part, like the majority ruling, brothers wouldn't be going for it. You feel me? Just as this guy didn't. You feel me? And he not even a brother. But he had a conversation with her and told her what was up, his point of view, and then made the decision to take her home, although she tried to go against it. He stood on that. So I feel like if he did it, we definitely would have done it.
I don't think so. I think black men, when it comes to black men and women, we black men are always in a position where we got to cater to the black woman to a degree nowadays. So she would have the upper hand in the sense of, well, take me home. You know what I mean? No, I mean we having a good time. Like, why you want to stop it? Because a lot of cases, brothers really be on that. I'm trying to take you out so I can smash type shit. So I'm gonna do everything I can to see if I can get to the smash moment. You know what I mean? And she know what the game is when it comes to brothers. When you start dealing outside your race, they don't know what the game is. So when he threw a curveball in the mix, like, no, I'm about to fucking take you the fuck home. Huh? Wait a minute. This ain't how it was to go, Mohammed. You know
Okay.
what I mean? That's what I mean by that.
Mm. So, but I don't. I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming from. I do, and I feel like that would have been in a different instance. You feel me? Like if that's the case, why is she still demanding something higher? You feel me? If she used to just reacting to the game, guys that just try to smash are not going to do a whole bunch. You feel me?
She's expecting something higher. To my perspective, she's expecting something higher because he's a different race. Like,
Right.
if you
I agree with
follow if you follow a lot of these conversations that be on YouTube with these so-called independent black women, or these conversations that be on IG, they have these conversations where, girl, if it ain't working for you in your race, go outside your race. So she's looking to, to oh, he about to cash out on me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he about to take me 5 star, and then
you.
she fuck around and end up at Cheesecake Factory. She like,
Okay.
hold up, this ain't part of the program. You
Okay.
supposed to be taking me to Roof Chris.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You supposed to be taking me to Shantae.
Yeah.
What the fuck we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. And I think so. To add to the point of brothers, I think that's kind of goes into that as well. Culturally, we not starting at that place. You feel me? We're
No.
more with places like that. Black men only taking a woman to. You feel me?
Yeah.
We
We
taking
starting down.
Applebee's, nigga. Like,
Two for fucking 30, 2 for 25. You know what I'm saying? Just shit.
you feel me? Red Robin, nigga. Eat you a burger. You straight? Like,
But she going straight to the top. You know what I
yeah.
mean? She
Cause,
going to the top. She
but
going to the top.
she is, and so that's why I feel like a brother wouldn't be going for it because he wouldn't have even have been in that position to, you feel me? Like,
That's where I beg to differ because, like I say, it ain't about where she going. She would have been holding the cards because she know what she hold. Women in relationships, from what I understand, a woman is always in control of how the relationship plays out until they have sex. After they have
mm,
sex, the tables are turned. You know what I
I
mean?
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and I feel like there's been a shift maybe because I feel like it's a different culture. One, the women are more upfront with their needs as well, not in that manner. I'm talking about like a physical manner. You feel me? So they thinking certain things in they mind already. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, um, I'm not that she happy to be out, but they just know what they want more. You feel me? on that.
They want the bag, bro. They look, man. If
So,
you
okay, I see what you're saying.
They want the bag. If you are on IG or YouTube, they have conversations about getting the bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like it just baffles me. Like, let's see what DJ Tuck said. She said, that's what's interesting. Y'all just admitted black men start from the bottom, whereas other races might start from the top. I think the expectation is we should be starting from the top. So nowadays, they think the come up show is stop fucking with these black men. Let's fuck with Mohammed, or either let's fuck with Jake, Paul, Johnny, Scott, Bruce Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like we got it right, honestly. When it comes to dating, like if we talking about dating, there's no need. I feel like other races are a little more open with their money, and as far as like, oh yeah, I'll do this. Their culture is big on that, like giving money to show love. Black love is love. You feel me? We will shower with gifts, but I feel like we want to make sure you, if let's just say a dude is actually want to get to know someone, that's what the first few dates is for. You feel me? Are you even worth me putting my all into you financially? You feel me? And that's when I will do more. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to build up. If I start from the top, where can we go from there? But if I start from the bottom, we can build up to the top.
But see, I think the way the culture has shifted today, black women have a perspective that, I'm not waiting for you I'm not waiting to prove shit to you. I'm the prize. So because I'm the prize, you should treat me like the queen I am. Mm-hmm. And if you're not going to do it, Jerome, I'm going to get Yin Yang to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he's spinning a bag. Okay. You know what I mean? He spent the bag on my home girl. Yeah. So if he fucking dishing out bread, I'm gonna try to see what I can get from it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But she already know. This is why I think brothers wasn't going for it, because she already know Jerome ain't cashing out the bag off top like that. You feel me?
A lot of cases, man. Let's be clear, and I'm just speaking from what I've seen. A lot of brothers ain't cashing out like that because they don't have it like that.
True.
You know what I mean? So when you have a circumstance where, say, like you got a professional black woman, she worked downtown or in a corporate scene, and she at a point where she's tired of dealing with the mechanic Tyrone, because the Tyrone, the mechanic, and I'm just throwing out stereotypes, you know what I mean? But this is all true to a degree. Yeah. She feel like whoever's in her class, whoever's in her corporate class can handle what she dish out. Yeah. They're on the same level. Yeah. So yeah, if Scott's gonna fucking take me out to dinner, I know I'm going somewhere fancy. Yeah. Opposed to I'm fucking with you. What you gonna do? Yeah. So the playing field gets thrown out of whack. So
I agree.
As a black man, I step to you and be like, yo, what's up? How you doing, shorty? Da 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 da. You already on this bullshit because you looking like you can't do shit for me, Tyrone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let me go with Mohammed and see what it's really in for. But in her case, she wasn't expecting that. That went all left with her.
So, but at the same time, if she would have been on her P's and Q's, it would have. Because if she was ready the time he said, they would have went to that place that she liked. Because even when he showed her the reservation, she was like, yep, we should have went there. And he was like, well, you came out at the time of the reservation, which was an hour after I told you I would pick you up.
From my perspective, because that's behavior that's acceptable in our culture. You know what I mean?
So I see what you're saying. If Tyrone set the first date and he waiting an hour, he just waiting.
He just waiting. He waiting because that's what we she bad as fuck, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for her. I'm gonna wait. She bad as fuck, bro. And she come out late as fuck.
Right. And he's still like, hey girl, you looking
you looking good, girl. Damn. And the whole time he thinking, he about to pop. And it's the whole time she thinking, let me go ahead and go out with this nut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Good
so
point. Good point.
My points are my points. I can't speak from a lady perspective.
Yeah.
So if there's ladies out there, DJ Touch, if you're in the building, chime in. You know what I mean? You welcome to come on if you got something to say about anything. But any ladies out there that's watching, y'all want to chime in, y'all welcome to do. You know what I'm saying? And also I'm saying, like I said it at the top, like and subscribe. But anyway, you know what it's hitting for. Like if Tyrone take her out, Tyrone waiting in the car, waiting downstairs, playing with the fucking little dog. You know what I'm saying? Playing with her little son while she still put on makeup and fix her hair.
Yeah.
Man,
she ain't let him in though.
That's another thing. She ain't letting him in.
Mm-hmm. Like
he on
in
the
this
porch.
Instance, she really didn't let him in. He waited an hour in the car, and which I do get it. You know, so I get that part.
Oh, this guy? She didn't let him in?
Yeah, she didn't let him in. He waited an hour at the crib in the driveway type deal.
Because, like I said, like when you start off and you so-called dating someone, especially, and I'm not stereotyping, but this could be true, when you dating black women of a certain caliber, they think they hold the cards. And majority of times, they do hold the cards. So they set the tone on how the night gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And if they wanted to go a certain kind of way, they into you, they gonna fucking be there on time. If they not really into you, that's the attitude you get.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do agree. And that's why that's what the dating game is for. I feel like let's see if we like each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in wasting our time, you know. But I feel like I was glad that he stood on business. You're right. I do see your perspective. You persuaded me a little bit. Because dudes would just do anything to keep it move cool. Like, hey man, chill, man. We about to get a little cheesecake. We're gonna see what happens. She's like, whatever, boy, stop.
You ain't getting none of these jams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't getting none of these jams. I'm on my period. Don't say shit to me. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? My kids at home. My mom at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
My kids at home. Yeah. But I think I was glad he did. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely glad he did, man. He was like, hey, I'm gonna take you home, man.
She said we normally date in our own circle. Chick that works downtown isn't going to date Tyrone the mechanic. That's what I said. I said that earlier. I said, you're not fucking with Tyrone.
Yeah.
Because you already said he ain't on your fucking level. Mm-hmm. So you fucking with Scott. You fucking with Mohammed. You fucking with Zhang Zhong. You know what I mean? You fucking with all these people that work where you work at that you know they got they got a different caliber of how they fuck around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you down with the shits. Because you think, okay, this motherfucker gonna treat you 10 times better than a mechanic would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he got that bread too.
Because he got that bread to do so. But you know, when it come to that bread, you gotta play a different ball game. The motherfuckers ain't flashing no bread just to flash it. Yeah. They got an expectation from you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily say they're expecting you to throw that ass at the end of the night. But there's an expectation. You know what I mean? There's an expectation. And it's a different kind of expectation when it comes to black men. Black men, from my perspective, will put up with your ass to get the ass at the night. You know what I'm saying? But Muhammad and all them, they're gonna try to work your ass out. They're gonna trick you for that night, and then they're gonna trick you for the rest of the duration, yo. Was the case an instant where Muhammad takes an Arab woman to a better place than a black woman? I don't know.
Hey.
I don't.
Hold on.
Was that case an instant where Muhammad takes an Arab woman to a better place than a black woman? That's what I'm kind of saying. Like,
yeah,
they low key dog the shit out of you, but you still want that. You still want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like that would, in what DJ Touch saying.
Could be why she's saying hell no.
Yeah, I see. Like
Because he took somebody his own race to somewhere classier, and then he took her somewhere like to the Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing with these expectations, and I think that's the focus of this dating game. We talking about expectations, right?
Yeah.
A lot of black women have an expectation that when you get with Muhammad, or Scott, or all these other people, they gonna treat you like you a queen. Yeah. These motherfuckers don't care about you.
But again, he started out taking her. He had reservations to a nice place, 5-star place.
But he said quit because your ass was late. Exactly. This is my alternate.
So in this case, Muhammad went right for the black queen. You feel me? She wasn't on her P's and Q's. This was her fault, man. If she came out at 4:05, there'd be no issue. You feel me? Even a puppy know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he been on one.
But I do want to. I know we got another topic to hit. Not topic, but an instance. I will. It kind of goes into what you were saying earlier about Tyrone and let's say Carmen from the corporate job, right? Carmen with this corporate job, it's true that it's just certain calibers of dudes. You got your Tyrones, the blue collar dudes. You got your T Monies in the streets as well. You feel me? It's just different types of dudes out, and then you got your artist guys and you feel me, rappers. Just different industry cats. You feel me? And these industries, like with Tyrone being a blue collar worker, they put you in a certain tax bracket and they put you in a certain social economic status as well. So a lot of times women have certain standards for other things when it comes to dating. And we came across this post today that said a woman said that she'd rather date a street dude because he's gonna appreciate her more than rather date a hood dude because they will appreciate what she brings to the table versus a good guy who has a lot of options and will take her for granted. I think hood dudes got a lot of options too. Like, you feel me? Hood dudes out in the street. Like,
but see, bro, that's the classic case. That's the classic case of women who have everything in front of them from a good guy, but she wants to be slapped the fuck upside the head by a bad boy. She wants the toxicity. She wants a nigga to be a nigga. You know what I mean? She wants to argue at the end of the night. She wants to know why you ain't the fuck been at home. Where you been? Let me check your phone. Let me smell your fucking underwear. Mm-hmm. She wants that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If she don't get that toxicity, she's craving the toxicity. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's some women. I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying all black women. But I'm saying there's some women out there who craves this type of attention. Woman said she'd rather date the hood nigga because they would appreciate what she brings to the table. What the fuck are you bringing to the table?
That you want to date a hood nigga.
That you want to date a hood nigga. Like, he's bringing Black and Miles, ashy knees, and fucking unregistered weapons, cocaine, crack, you know what I'm saying? Baby mamas, you know what I mean? Crime. Not baby mama, baby mamas.
Crime. Definitely got some things on his record. He might not have his license.
DJ Touch
Man,
said you're not talking about a grown, mature woman. But yeah, we look how they present themselves. They present themselves like they grown, mature woman, and
hey,
she is speaking like she represent the culture of mature black women,
no,
which
yeah, she I wouldn't say the whole race of mature black women, but she is a mature black woman, and that's one opinion of one. And there's women out here with this misconstrued thing. But let's get down to the root of things. Where is this caused from? Trauma. She had some good guys that had too many options. You feel me? That didn't treat her right. You feel me? That did cheat on her. That she did try right. Not saying I'm not excusing her for these things, but you still gotta have a standard of what you want. You want a good guy that is faithful. You feel me? That's the hood.
look how that circle goes though.
Mm-hmm.
She the same good woman who cheated on a good guy that made him a dog. Now the
Mm-hmm.
cycle works. I'm gonna be honest.
On both ends.
I'm gonna be honest on both ends, and I think women mature faster than men. We know this. Young ladies mature faster when it comes to young men. And when I was growing up, you know what I mean, I noticed a lot. These young ladies getting in the passenger seat of grown ass men's cars. You know what I'm saying? And they never had time for the young men that tried to holler at them, that was shy, that came to school every day and all this shit. And then when they get, when they get older and their body don't look that great, and you know what I mean, and they doing the most, you know what I mean, and they got like 3 or 4 kids, and you know this successful guy that you kind of shitted on in high school is looking very attractive and looking like somebody you want to bring home to mama. He got a lot of options, and you ain't at the top of his list. You know what I mean? So you feel some type of way, and you check it for the options you got. And the options you got is them fucking dudes that you know was going to jail, that had repeat offenders, license plates, or repeat license in jail. You know what I mean? So it's crazy to think that you know she's a victim. She ain't a
Yeah.
victim. She not. DJ said say a grown woman doesn't have time to be bailing somebody out of jail every other weekend.
That's a
But
fact.
they say this. They say woman said she'd rather date the hood nigga because, and another reason why she's saying this because in essence you can control a hood nigga.
You
You know
think
what I
so?
mean? I think so. You know why? Because the hood nigga gonna need you. You know what I mean? Hood nigga
Mm,
gonna need you to do legal shit because he doing illegal shit. So you can always hang something over a hood nigga head.
mm.
A guy that's doing shit on the up, he don't need you. He got good credit. What he gonna need your credit for? You know what I'm saying?
Like I can take care of myself.
You know what I mean? I got a house. I don't need you to let me live in your crib. You know what I mean? So these are my examples of the
I get it.
differences.
That makes sense. It makes sense. I, I was gonna beg to differ, but that example of him needing her, because that's what that life of crime does. You know what I'm saying? You are you're looking over your back, and so for her to even want to entice that into her life is like it's not even about the loyalty aspect. It starts with the man first. You feel me? Because the loyalty is second. The man is the man. What kind of character does this man have? He could be a mechanic. He could be a real estate guy. He could be a hood dude. No, he can't be a hood dude because that's crime. But a basketball player, it doesn't matter. But it's all about the character of the man. Is he going to treat you right? Make you the number one in his life? You know what I'm saying? On whatever scale. The post should have been, I'd rather date a dude that's going to have options but continue to choose me. You feel me? Like, because
I
an
get
attractive
that.
guy is going to be seen as I don't want to say a threat, but like enticing in public. You feel me? Attractive with his stuff together. He's a target. You feel me? For single women, even if he has a relationship. But that's on him to stand on business and fight for your relationship.
A lot of things that we're not talking about. One of the things we're not talking about is, let's just break this down. Woman says she'd rather date the hood nigga because they will appreciate what she brings to the table versus the good guy, right? We're not talking about the aspect of control. You know what I mean? There's an element of control that she's desiring to have. She know that if she was dealing with a hood dude, she could control him. She could control whether or not he stays at her crib. If she don't like what he doing, she could kick his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Even if the nigga cheating on her, she could control who he talk to because she ain't got him a fucking cell phone. You know what I mean? She could track where he going, what he doing. She could do all these elements of control because she feel as though that's the element that she bring to the table. I'm still helping raise this nigga. So I can control this nigga. I can't control no grown man. Because one thing that typically happens, grown men don't allow you to talk to them any kind of way. Grown men are set a presence. Hey, look, check this out. I'm not staying over your house. I got my own house. You can come over my house. No, I don't want the keys to your house. You got daughters. You know what I'm saying? No. Put some fucking clothes on. Have your kids put clothes on. I'm not doing all that. They set precedents with men. There are so-called hood dudes. They do hood shit. And when you in control of hood niggas, you set the tone of how it's gonna go. So if he bring a fifth Hennessy over, you can yell at him if you want to. You could tell him, go through the back door. My kid's eating in the front. Go through the back door. You know what I mean? Like, you've heard this bullshit. You know what I mean? I heard this bullshit growing up. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You can't be smoking weed in my house because my kids lay their head right here.
Mm-hmm.
But come back over at 11 o'clock when I put them down. Fuck out of here. I'm grown. I do what the fuck I want to do in my own house. That's not happening to a so-called good guy who got good guy situations going on. You know what I'm saying? I set the rules at my crib. We grown. I don't got to do this with you. You get at me when you got yourself together. In most cases, she's intimidated by that.
Yeah, that's true. Because you can't control the situation.
Yeah.
And in a true relationship, you're not gonna want that. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Touch say, I don't think you can control a hood dude. I guess the type of guy is subjective. What do you mean by that? I gave you examples of how a woman believes she can control him. I can't necessarily say you can, but I'm saying how they, because what are you considering as hood dudes? Well, someone that's really not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? That's doing shit in the realm of crime.
Yeah, I would say either doing crime, doing some type of scamming, hustling, drugs, getting money some type of illegal way. You feel me? In the streets, don't have a corporate job, or that type of dude.
The type of dude that's y'all constantly looking over y'all shoulder, even if y'all going to McDonald's, even when you going to the gas station, even when y'all step out, go to the movies.
Yeah, you know, unregistered weapons.
Yeah, in the car. When y'all get pulled over, he telling you to say the gun is yours instead of his, because he got so many records. He got a record. He can't afford to go back to jail. But the dummy ain't even thinking about, if y'all get pulled over, he going to jail anyway because he don't supposed to be around no weapons while he on probation, on parole.
Real talk. Yeah, that's a perfect description. Perfect description.
Yeah, so that's where we at, man. This has been a very, 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 very enlightening conversation. I think we should revisit this again because it's some I want to get the female perspective on here. Thanks a lot, DJ Touch. But I want to get some more females on here to kind of open this conversation up. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your thoughts on that? You think so? Okay, cool. So, what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to make this move, man. And once again, I thank everybody for being a part of what we're doing. Um, this is Mask Off. This is episode 163, the dating game. The dating game. Before we go, you got anything you doing?
November 4th, I have a comedy. Well, it's actually like a youth service for my church, and I'll be doing comedy there. That's on November 4th and 28th October. I will be hosting a fashion show. I keep saying fashion show.
That's super dope. Super dope. And I'm not doing them until December. So look for me in December. You know what I mean? On that note, man, I'm gonna say it one more time. This Mask Off, episode 163, the dating game. And it's risky out there when you playing in the game of love, man. Young boy, talk to him.
Do 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 do.